Welcome to AgriBot channel. In this video, we are going to understand the major diseases of mulberry silkworm and how farmers can identify them early before heavy crop loss happens. If you are doing silkworm rearing, these simple disease management steps can help you protect larval health, improve cocoon yield, and maintain a hygienic rearing system. Before we go disease by disease, first understand one important point. Most silkworm problems become serious because of poor rearing conditions. When humidity fluctuates, trays are overcrowded or leaves are not fresh and nutritious, the worms become weak and infection spreads quickly. So disease management is not only about treatment, it is mainly about prevention. A clean rearing room, dry bed, proper spacing, and timely removal of sick worms can save a lot of loss. Among viral diseases, grassery is one of the most recognized problems in silkworm rearing. The affected larvae look swollen, weak, and unusually shiny, and they may not settle properly during molt. If the body is injured, a milky fluid may ooze out, which is a very important symptom. Farmers should watch carefully during daily feeding because early detection is the best way to stop spread. For viral disease management, the main focus is strict sanitation and reducing stress on the worms. Sun drying of appliances, bleaching powder disinfection, and proper airflow are all very practical steps farmers can implement easily. The article also recommends dusting bed disinfectants like Vijetha or Resham Keet Ushad after each molt and before feeding resumes. In addition, infected worms and waste should never be left near the rearing room. They must be collected and burned safely. Bacterial diseases often appear when the rearing environment is unstable and feed quality is poor. The worms become weak, soft, and stunted. And digestive symptoms are very common. If you notice vomiting, dysentery, or chain-like feces, it is a strong sign that gut health is affected. Unlike some other diseases, dead larvae here may decompose quickly and produce a bad smell, so immediate removal is essential. Bacterial disease control depends heavily on management discipline. Cleanliness, careful handling, and avoiding overcrowding can reduce infection pressure significantly. The article also points out that poor feed and nearby commercial Bt insecticide spray can create problems, so mulberry leaf source matters a lot. In severe cases, antibiotics such as streptomycin, tetracycline, or ampicillin may be used, but ideally under technical guidance. Fungal diseases are usually associated with damp, cool, and poorly ventilated rearing conditions. A typical sign is that the dead larvae do not remain soft for long. Instead, they gradually become hard, dry, and mummified. White muscardine and green muscardine are especially easy to identify once fungal growth develops on the body. Young silkworms are also vulnerable to aspergillosis, where dark green or brown fungal clusters may be seen. Fungal disease prevention is mainly about moisture control. If the bed becomes wet and thick, fungal spores get ideal conditions to grow and spread. That is why farmers should maintain a thin, dry bed and ensure enough air movement inside the room. Along with this, bleaching powder disinfection, recommended fungicidal supplements, and early rejection of infected lots are very useful measures. Pebrine is especially important because it can affect the crop badly and may also be associated with infected seed material. The larvae grow slowly, eat less, and remain weak and undersized. One very useful field sign is the presence of tiny black spots on the body surface. Also, after death, the body stays rubbery and does not decompose quickly like bacterial infection cases. For Pebrine, prevention starts even before the larvae hatch. Healthy eggs from reliable sources are absolutely essential, because if the seed itself is infected, management becomes very difficult later. The article recommends surface disinfection of layings with 2% formalin for 10 minutes before incubation, along with strict hygiene during the entire rearing period. Any diseased material, whether eggs, larvae, pupae, moths, or waste, must be destroyed by burning. So the main takeaway is very clear. In silkworm rearing, prevention is always better than cure. If you maintain hygiene, ensure good ventilation, feed quality mulberry leaves, and identify symptoms early, you can control most major diseases effectively. If you found this video useful, do like, share, and subscribe to AgriBot channel for more practical farming knowledge.